In Marseille, there was a stiebel, a Rue Convalescent. And from time to time, a young man would come into the stiebel, and I wouldn't understand his get-up, because he wore a hat, gray suit, and a beard. In those days, nobody wore beards, unless if they wore beards, they also wore a black outfit, a summit and a capelush, and so on and so forth. So I didn't have a notion who this person was, but from time to time I saw him sit with the Chacham from Morocco and learning Gemara at the table in that stiebel. So it was interesting to me to know. In my mind, I named him the Moroccan, sort of moderne Moroccan.
In zijn we geweest dorten als Yeshiva-leid. En we zich georganiseerd samen. We zullen jede Nacht in Besmetrisch von 8 bis 10. Also ich bin Kriegszeit, haben gemischt sein, alles vermacht, so nicht raussehen kann Licht. Und man soll es nicht machen kann Aufsehen für Menschen. Eens hebben we gelernt in Besmetrisch jede Nacht von 8 bis 10. Er hat nur gemacht reden, keiner hat nicht gewusst, als wir sein du. Ja, jetzt haben wir so gelernt, bis ich mich בשבט. 5 בשבט, haben umgeschmissen, dann 9:30, eine halbe Schuhe, und wir verbringen ein bisschen, wir machen Bruch über Paris. Sitzen die Kasoi, 9:30, ergens op de tieren komt rein een gewisse Ringerman.
The door opens up and the Moroccan comes in. And there was a long table, and here was the head of the table, and I was sitting close to the edge there. And he came in, he greeted us, Good Yontif, and took a l'chaim. There was some fruit on the table, and he said, "Vos lernt ihr? What is it that we're learning?" And we tell him we learn Ksubis. And right away he begins with Psula Neseis L'Yom HaRevi, a wonderful Torah in which he took a Mishnah and opened it up in such a way right away to see it not only on a deeper level, but also to give us a picture of where we were in our time. Because, as he was explaining, why not Mashkim Lebezin on Monday, because, and so therefore he says on Sunday, and what are the Gimul Yomim, and he talked about being Mevarer, the Netzutzim, and to bring this all up, and it was just I was listening, I was drinking the whole thing in. And then he said, but if, so it should have been an Elef HaRevi, Shnei Alofim Toyer, Shnei Alofim Toyer, Shnei Alofim Yemais HaMashiach. But we weren't zeicha for that, and it was Bepchinas Almona. And Almona is Niseis L'Yom HaChamishi Birchas Dogim, but Mashiach didn't come then either, because the last Shnei Alofim should be Yemais HaMashiach, so when is it going to happen? And if be'im be'pishachem shulcha imchem, so it comes out as beprinas grusha, and a grusha niseis liyom hashishi birchas odom. And he started to cough, which was his way. If you remember, when he was crying, he didn't want to show it. He started to cough and said, "When will the chasana be? It's so late already on Erev Shabbos." Sang some nigunim. I remember it was a mojit nigun that we sang at that time. We didn't know the others yet. And he began on Ki Ha'odam Eitz HaSodeh and Eitz Chaim Hine Machzikim Bo, so to talk about Tu B'Shvat.
Jetzt weiß man, was das heißt, Asiche. Damals haben wir nicht gewusst, was das ist. Hat gesagt, Asiche, Ik ben 5 בשבט, was ihnen sehr gefallen. Ich bin sehr schöner Indien. In Gendigs mit der Siege, als er gesagt hat, gute Nacht, und ist er weg.
He left and gave us some brochus. I still didn't know who he was. And a little later on, someone told me he's Rabbi Schneerson, who was living in Nizza, in Nice, near the Italian border. You can imagine how I would have wanted to run after him and talk with him some more, but he was gone.